This game has fantastic music. It still gives me chills after all this time. Picture the scene. You're 11. You own a Game Boy Advance and 2 games. You have Advance Wars 2, fantastic game, and you have this. You play one level of this, first, of course, because the cartridge looks cooler. But you just don't get it. It takes a while to get going, you don't really understand, so you throw it to the side, like a fool. Finished Advance Wars 2, you had fun, it was alright, I guess. But then you come back to this. Something called you back. You knew you were a fucking idiot, and now you realise why. This game is fantastic, which is why I want to play through it again after the 50th fucking time. But I'm coming back to it after a very long time away. Yeah, so I'm going to play through it here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. On this intro screen, we'll just go through a few of the rules I'm setting myself for this game, for this particular playthrough. I'll put them up on screen, but they are as follows. Rule number 1. Minimal min-maxing. This game can take your soul. If you sit there looking at charts, as I did when I realised what stat growths were, you can spend way too much time. You know, you'll basically play the whole game with your character as a thief or something. And, you didn't want to be playing a thief. But they've got good stat growth. So, I'm going to try and reduce that. But obviously, when someone's got shit speed or something, it's going to need fixing. I'm going to have minimal clan members. Enough to do dispatches. And obviously, I'll keep all the specials that arrive. Writs and whatnot. But yeah, what happens is the enemies take the average level of your clan. So if you have a bunch of like level 3 or something clan members, meanwhile you're stacked up in like your main man team, with Marchie being like level 50 and 6 level 50s and a bunch of level 3 archers, then it's going to be a cakewalk. So we'll try and limit the number of people in our clan. Thirdly, I'm going to try and reduce grinding. The temptation to go for 100% is absolutely real. I might even play some, like, if I feel it's getting a bit grindy, I might even play some of the more grindy missions off screen and then come back to it. But yeah, we want to try and, get through the game. You can really get caught up in all the dispatch missions and that. And the fourth and final rule is I'm going to fully train a blue mage. I used to play this game a lot, and my brother played it also, and he fucking loved blue mages. And I think they're pretty cool too. They might be kind of shit tier in terms of, not being able to kill anything outright a lot of the time. But, they're fun to change. This intro sequence keeps playing. I mean, it's good, but it's not that good. Yeah, so those are my main rules. I might chop and change them as we go along, but we'll get into the game. Tutorial levels, very nice. Nice snowy background. I never know whether to read the dialogue or whatever, but I guess I could. Oh man, why do I get stuck with the weak team? We're just going to lose. Where's the fun in that? Hey Mute, where's your little bear today? Mute's been a little pussy bitch. Hit him, Mute. Hit him. Didn't want his precious bear to get wet in the snow. Oh, did your mommy give you that bear? Fucking low blow. What's your problem, new kid? Leave him alone, he's not going to say anything anyway. He's like a little girl. Now we have Ritz. Oh. Hey, that's gender discrimination. That's right, boys. Before it was cool. And I know some little girls who could kick your butt. Like this fucking S tier character right here. What's your problem? You want to be on that team, right? How about we switch? Would that be better? Let's start already. You should speak up. Tell me your name at least. You can't be the new kid forever. So this is the name selection. I could give him a name. I mean, I'm actually just finding that the right button on my D-pad doesn't work, so that's fantastic. So, yeah, usually when I play alone, I go with I quite like the Arthurian theme. I'll go with Arthur, but we'll stick with Marchie. It's the default, and we'll play it how it should be played, I suppose. Sorry, Marchie. You don't have to apologise, Mute. You haven't done anything wrong. Not yet. Wait till we see his performance in the snowball fight. Okay, Mr. Leslie. We're ready to go. Then let's get this snowball fight started. Ready? Oh, the music. How basically every fight starts in this game. Gotten used to the snow in St. Nicholas yet, Marchie? It's much warmer where you're from, isn't it? Yes, sir. It never snowed. This is practically my first snowball fight. Practically. Let me give you some pointers. I'm going to skip through the tutorial a bit, because I can't fucking stand it. Yeah, so speed moves first. It's pretty standard. You move, you do an action, you know. It's not exactly reinventing the wheel here. You get green panels that show range. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, I apologise if you haven't played the game before, and so you don't really know how to play it, but it is very simple, and I'll kind of half explain it as we go through. Yes, repeat the lesson. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very simple gameplay loop, really, but it just works. You know, the story's pretty decent, and you can get some fucking broken combos. I don't think it really matters who you fight in this game. I am going to configure my ridiculous... I'm using an Xbox controller, would you believe? And so right is the one that's not working. There we go. Yeah, I'm using an Xbox controller, so that's fun. Yeah, I don't think it matters who you fight, but who was the little shit who was... I mean, Lyle's a bit of a shit name, sorry if you're called Lyle, but honestly, what were your parents thinking? Yeah, so basic tutorial type thing. You can see they have HP, they have MP. MP doesn't matter right now because nobody has magic, except for the guy who conjures a fucking rock into a snowball in a minute, but... See, they're all ganging up on Mute because they're bastards. Mute's only got 8 HP, so he is objectively F tier. It's easier to hit someone from behind than it is from in front. So if I move Marchie here, we're going to gang up on Lyle. Yeah. We'll attack from behind. Snowball. There he is. So he's got 33 out of 34 HP. And that's all that matters right now. And this snowball has... It will do 1 damage and has an 88% chance to hit. Because we're attacking from behind, it's quite high. It was a critical, but it was still 1. Criticals actually knock the unit forward, or kind of against the direction, or in the direction of the projectile, or punch, in this game, which can be fantastic. Because if you have the enemy on like a really high place, you can knock them off the edge, and it's hilarious. I think there's like a challenge run where you only kill people from like a falls. Marjorie. It's an interesting way to spell it, but where's Lyle? There he is, the bastard. I've really just taken offence to Lyle. And actually, I think all the characters here... Oh, Mute's going to get bang in here, Go on, Mute, you fucking go mental. there he is. Yeah, all the characters you see here, I think, do come back, or at least the boys do. The asshole boys. I don't know if the girl is. I don't think she says anything. But yeah, there's a mission later on where you find out that while everyone else has turned into, you know, I think they all stayed human actually, except Ritz, who's a human but a Vera. Yeah, they all turn into vampires and stuff. The bad kids. So they're all mocking him for running away. He's literally not, mate. Gormute, just bang him out. Like, honestly. Just standing there and taking it. Will you two stop it? What? We're not breaking any rules. Sure. You've been aiming at Mute the whole time. You okay, Mute? Yeah, I'm fine. See, he says he's fine, so what's the problem? He knows you'd pick on him worse if he said anything else. Oh, crunch. Mute, your forehead is bleeding. Huh? There was a rock in that snowball. Oh my goodness. Hey, I didn't throw any rocks. It's Mute's fault for being so lame. His logic is flawless. It's an easy target and we've got to get points, right? The end justifies the means. You guys are horrible. Whatever you say, Whitey Locks. Now this is the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What did you call me? We know you dye your hair because it's really all white. Yeah, just like an old grandma. Haha, little prissy grandma. Step over here and say that again. She literally would bang him out as well. It's hilarious because Ritz is like, oh yeah, I can't have anybody mocking me for having white hair, so I dye it bright pink. Children, behave. This snowball fight is over. Lyle, Colin, Guinness, I want you to come with me. Mute, how's your forehead? It's okay. I'm fine, really. That's it for the class today. The rest of you can go home. Oh, poor Mute. Man's got a shitty life, but, you know. Thank you. I can't stand bullies who pick on little kids. Those jerks. I can't stand people who pick on defenseless, little weak-ass, little bitches with teddy bears. Mute. Okay. What are you doing this evening? Why? I was going to go and buy this book, and I was wondering if you wanted to come along. Sorry, I can't. My little brother's getting out of the hospital today. Hospital? Was he sick? No, it's something he was born with. We have to take him to the hospital every now and then. Wow, that's rough. It's chronic hemorrhoids. What kind of book are you going to buy? It's about monsters and magic and stuff like that. Why don't you bring it over to my house? I'm sure... never know how to say it. I want to say Don Ed. If it's Donned, I'll lose my mind, but I think it's Don Ed. My brother would love to see it. Well, if you're sure it's okay. Absolutely. Why don't you come too, Ritz? Me? Gee. I guess I don't have any other plans. Okay. Right, you two know where my house is, despite the fact I'm a new kid and you've literally never talked to me before? It's the yellow house, right? I'll come over as soon as I buy that book. I'll be waiting. Get the bevs in though, boys. Get ready for pre-drinks. Crack open a cold one and read about magic and shit. Gosh, I'm really sorry. Oh. I'm really, really sorry. Please accept my apologies. Mr. Randall, we expect a certain level of performance, regardless of circumstances. It won't happen again. Don't worry, I'll fix things up here. Oh, thanks. Thank you for waiting, shall we? I always think Mute's dad looks like Grit from Advance Wars 2. Look at that guy cringing like that. Embarrassing. I always expect to hear the ridiculous theme tune of Grit in the background. Mew? Mew, it is you. Hi, Dad. Oh, that's rough. Ritz just called his dad a loser, like right in front of him. School's out already? Yeah. These your friends? Yeah. Don't you still have work to do, Dad? You tell him. Ah, yes, you know, busy. Yeah, he bought crypto and it crashed. Elon Musk did a fart and the price just completely went through the toilet. You all keep an eye on Mute for me, eh? Struts off. Refuses to elaborate. What Sigma? He used to work at a bigger company before. When Mom died, he stopped caring. He broke down big time. He seems nice. Not many parents talk to their kids like that. I bet you used to go out on vacations and stuff a lot. I mean, you would, wouldn't you, if you lived in this shell? Well, we'll be waiting for you at my place. Mute, how much do you know about Marchie? Huh? I guess your family has had its problems too. But I heard that Marchie doesn't have a dad. Fuck. You know how to pick him, don't you, Ritz? So this is basically just the exposition dump of establishing that they all have shit lives. I feel like Ritz can't really compare. I mean, she's got white hair. Marchie's brother is in a wheelchair and he doesn't have a dad. And Mute is, well, he has a deadbeat dad and no mum. So, white hair, you know, come on. Don Ed? Oh, hiya. Welcome back. You're kind of late, aren't you? We had a snowball fight at school. I'm totally soaked. Yeah, he never changes his clothes. A snowball fight, huh? Did they pick on you again? Nah, mate. Marchie's an absolute unit. I'm just not used to the snow, that's all. And I had Mute to soak up the damage. Yeah, you always were bad at sports. Marchie, your guests are here. Tell them to come on up. You invited over some friends? Yeah, one of them says he found this really cool book. I thought you might want to see it too. You like books, don't you? You're always reading them. Only because there's nothing else to do at the hospital. Nothing except read and play games. Hello, we're here. You must be Donald. I'm Ritz. I'm your brother's classmate. And this is Mute. Because he doesn't speak. Hiya. You get that book, Mute? Yeah, right here. But I don't know what the title is. Even the guy at the used bookshop couldn't read it. Wow, it looks really old. Let's see what it says. Can you see, Donald? Bit of a leap of faith to buy a book that, like, you have no idea what it, you can't read it. It's basically just a picture book, but I don't know what price he got it for. So those are the humans. Those are the banger, which you're not supposed to know right now, but Numu, they're magic-y boys mostly. Vera, they're quick. to this day, I don't know how to fucking say it. I always say Vera, but I think it might be Vieira or something. Those are Moogles, they're fucking rabbits. That's it. I can't read these letters at all. Maybe there's some kind of magic spell. You might not be too far off. Look, a magic circle. Maybe this is in Latin or something. There are some later editions. What does this say? Alta oron sundus Camilla. I need to look up whether that's actually Latin. I feel like alta would mean high or something, but... yeah, my Latin's not great. It sure sounds like magic. Wow, a magic book. Wish I could use magic. And there it is. There's the wish. I knew you'd like it, Donald. If you could use magic, maybe you'd be better at sports. The fuck was that, Hot Wheels? That's not funny. Haha, it's true. It'd be cool if this really were a magic book. Haven't you ever read a book and thought, what if the world in this book was the real world? Whoa. I don't know, most books are so boring. They're all way too predictable. Well, what do you like, Ritz? Comic books? Games, you know, fighting monsters and all that. If you could make any game real, which would it be? That's a good question. I'd pick Final Fantasy. That's my favourite. Hey, name drop. Sort of. About half of it anyway. My, look at the time. I should get going soon. Yeah, me too. See you at school, Marchie. Thanks for having us over, Marchie. Nice meeting you too, Donald. See you later, Ritz. Wait, I'll see you guys out. Be right back, Donald. I wish I could use magic. And there's the wish that starts it all, I think. Donald, it's time for your medicine. Okay, Mum. So now we have sort of the intro from earlier, but with a bit of extra spice to it. Yeah, so I'm playing this game. It's a bit of a mindfuck for me because, like, it's a GBA game that I'm playing on PC with an Xbox controller. So I'm a bit kind of out of it, really. But it allows me to sit a bit further from the screen. So it's marginally better for my eyes, you know. I don't know if any of you guys are worried about your eyesight gaming, but it gets worse and worse, you know. So these guys got a pretty good deal, except the Numu guy, maybe. I probably wouldn't want to be a Numu if I were to be any. But then Banga are like lizardy and stuff, so I'm not sure about that. I mean, if you could be any race in this, it would be human, right? Or maybe Vera. Huh? Where am I? In the Middle East or something, apparently. Just woken up in Riyadh. Oh, you're about to see some hardcore racism right now. So, trigger warning racism. Watch where you're going, son. You're a lizard! You can't use that word, Marchie. What did you say? You said lizard. It takes a lot of nerve to call a banger a lizard. Kupu. There you are, Kupu. This fucking guy. Here he is. The man himself. Mont Blanc. Mr. Shit Stats himself. Moogle. This human brat with you? Yes, Kupu. He's just come in from the countryside, you see. Apologise to the banger, Kupu. Sorry. Please excuse him. He's not used to seeing banger. Meanwhile, he's just sitting there like, what the fuck is this stuffed rabbit talking to me? Hey, you, wait. Kupu? Those clothes. You're a soldier, aren't you? A soldier? What? Yes. So you wouldn't mind a little engagement? Huh? What's going on here? Ref! He's engaging you, Kupu. Yeah, so this is the battle system. Battles are called engagements. That bloke on the chocobo, the armored chocobo, is a judge. There are laws for each battle to keep it spicy, but I get it. Engage means yeah, well, fucking done, Margie. He wasn't fucking asking you to marry him. You sure are a keen observer of the obvious, Cooper. There's the judge, and the laws today are all set. Judge? Laws? We don't have judges in Ivolus. Our great leader tells us when we're in the wrong. Don't tell me you don't know about those. The laws today forbid the use of all items, Cooper. Always be sure to check the laws, or you'll be sorry. Okay, wait, so an engagement is a battle, and the laws are the rules for the battle. Oh. And that guy in the armor is the judge? You can see his brain, like, he's just absolute mega brain. Sword and abilities, I'll back you up, yeah. Here goes. Yeah, so you have these options. You can have a look at the status. This is starting Marchi, short sword, cuirass, and bronze shield. So he's a soldier. He's all right. They have decent stat growths. Yeah, but we don't really need to worry about that right now. So move. Essentially, if you see someone with their back to you, just fucking rinse them. He's got first aid to heal. Just on the off chance you're a moron and can't and somehow get close to death in this battle. So Mont Blanc is probably... Oh, is he gonna... He is! Sometimes he doesn't use black magic on his first turn. This is black magic, it's area of effect. Compared to, you know, a soldier in the early game, OP is knobs. So Mont Blanc killed someone, got a judge point, JP. KO verified, 1 judge point. Judge point, what's that? It's your reward for killing people. You use combos with other clan members. It makes engagements at snap, Cooper. So all I have to do is defeat my opponents? Gotcha. All I have to do is fucking kill a man? Sure. Marchie's been waiting for this his whole life. He, like, the whole game, he denies it. He's like, oh no, I hate it. I want to go back to old Ivolus. But look at that. That crit. The man's clearly got some issues. Deep down. Phew, I guess I made it somehow. Grr, I'm hurt. Where's that potion? Everyone gets healed up after battles anyway, so I assume this is part of the battle. Infraction of law forbidding items. All violators will be sent to prison. I mean, he should get a yellow card first. But, I guess, you know, no justice for Banger. Justice for Banger, boys. The Slammer. Hope I never get... Oh, you fucking will, Mont Blanc. I'm not following laws. If I can't be asked. Some people who break the law, though. It's a dark and scary place, Google. Don't want to share a cell with a Banger. Perpetrator sentenced and imprisoned. Visitors asked to go to the prison facility in Sprom. Sprom? Prison? What have I got myself into? Thanks for helping me. Never ever call a Banger a lizard, Kupu. Sorry, I really didn't know. You have seen a Banger before, right, Kupu? Yeah. Well, no, not a real one at least. Kupu, where exactly are you from, Kupu? Kodwan? Muscadet? Must be from Canada or something. I don't know, I'm all confused. And to top it all off, I'm talking to a stuffed fucking hell, mate, straight to his face. A stuffed animal. I'll have you know I'm a Moogle, Kupu. Fine, so you're a Moogle. What's that? Okay, I believe you. You're confused. Let me explain. This is the town of Cyril, in the land of Ivilus. Ivilus? That's the name of the town where I'm from. Town? But Ivilus is a country. What? Not my Ivilus. And there's no lizard Banger there either. Or almost, Marchie. Watch out. What about Moogles? Surely the other towns have them. No, we just have normal things, like dogs and cats. But you said you'd seen a Banger, only not a real one. What did you mean, Kupo? Well, it's just, I've seen a Banger, but in a computer game, not real life. Kupo? It's called Final Fantasy. It's not real, not really. It's like a pretend world, with heroes and monsters. What's that Moogle doing? They're like begging on the street or something. Is he just dying in a corner and nobody cares? Ivilus seems like a nice place. I can't get the mouse out of the fucking screen now. That'll do. So you're saying here is just like your pretend world? Yeah, come to think of it, it's just like in the game. Okay, now I'm the one that's confused, Kupal. Sorry, I know I'm not being very helpful. No, this is by far the most Kupal story I've ever heard. You're telling me. Of course, I'm not entirely sure I believe you, Kupal. I can hardly believe it myself. What should I do? Come and have a drink, mate. Get the bevs on. I think our meeting like this was no accident, Cooper. Stick with me and I'll help you out, okay, Cooper? Thanks. By the way, I'm Margie. What's your name? They call me Mont Blanc, Cooper. Come with me, Margie. Maybe I should give him a French accent. But it's too much effort to do, so. I never imagined him as French, so. What's this place? It's the pub, Margie, come on. This is where our clan members hang out. Clans are like groups of people who work together. Oh, thank God. At least it's not the clan. That would be... Margie would fit in, calling bangers lizards. But, wow, everybody looks so tough. Well, our clan takes on some pretty rough jobs. Of course, the pay is good, and there's never a dull moment. Maybe someone here knows how I can get back home. You can ask around, Kupo. Can I join the clan too? Sure thing. I just have to introduce you and you're in. Hey everyone. I'd like to introduce Marchie. Hello. immediately becomes the leader of the clan. Me and the others will help you out. Maybe we can help you find your way home too. I'm going to stop doing the Kupo because he does it himself and it sounds fucking ridiculous. So, Montblanc, does this clan have a name? Well, it's kind of a small clan, so no, not yet. Why don't you give it a name, Kupo? Me? To commemorate you joining the clan, should I call it the Lizards? Make it a Kupo one. So, I mean, the default is Nazi. Like, part of me wants to keep it, but I think, nah, I've got to change it. And Marchie seems to me, with his racist sentiments, like a bit of, you know, a man of the streets. So I'm gonna call this posse, the Bois. There you go. And yeah, we're gonna commit many atrocities. How about the Bois? Bit of self-love. Oh no, I forgot I put the clan at the front of it. Henceforth we should be called Clan the Bois. Jesus Christ, let's get you settled in, shall we? This is where we are right now, in Ivalice. Symbols are received when you complete a mission. Place in the ad, blah 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 blah. Try and find the special combinations yourself. No, because people have already done it and they're better at it than me. So, yeah, it has this mechanic where you put the places, the locations in Ivalice on the map. And there's like rules. It's like if you form a circle of 4 or something, and then you put one in the middle, then it's like the best treasure or something like that. I don't really know the rules. I think by accident I got a lot of good loot when I used to play it. But I have found out there is a sort of, well, there's a couple of so-called perfect ways to do it. It depends what you want, really. There is a way to get, I can't pronounce it, the Cinqueda or something, which is the sword that gives you the steel ability, which is OP as shit. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the just kind of standard perfect Ivalice, which gives you a decent amount of good loot. There's also the one that gives you all the Genji armor. But, you know, what you get is with the perfect Ivalice is fair enough, so I'm just going to go with that. I'm pretty sure Sprom goes here. I'll check my map. I've got an Excel spreadsheet with where to put things, but yeah, Sprom goes there above Cyril. So no loot right off the bat, but yeah. And now we enter the open world, if you could call it that. So let's have a look at our party. Let's do a bit of management. So we've got Marchie, Montblanc, Goodwin is he's going to be our right hand man. How I usually play it and how I like to play it, I like to have Marchie as he's a physical character, you know, some kind of like, I'm not sure, maybe like a paladin or with like a fighter secondary abilities, something like that. Montblanc is senior shit stats, according to various forums, but I mean he's only level 4, so you know, give him a break. And he does turn out alright, you know. You defo don't need like 100% min-max team to beat the game. So I will be using him. And plus he's forced on you in so many missions, so you might as well make him good. This boy is going to be my right hand man. He's probably also going to be actually, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to make him. He might be a physical character like Marchie, and kind of, I quite like to have a kind of double team of strong swords basically, or I quite like hunters with, you know, some ridiculous secondary. I can't think of it right now. I mean, Archer's alright. I mean, Archer sort of makes sense, but you know, there are some pretty OP combos. Barley is going to be our token banger. I usually do have a banger on my main team, but they do get surpassed pretty quickly, I find. I like the sort of higher level jobs for banger. I like Templars. Templar with Defender, I think, is a really fucking good combo. Look at that speed. Jesus Christ. Actually, it's not that bad. Shit, is he the fastest? Damn. Okay, I'll take it back. Yeah, Numu will be Healbot. That's simply what he'll be. He'll be a white mage, maybe sometimes flicking out for a Beastmaster. You have to kind of capture monsters in this game. But that's for the Morpher class later on, so... yeah, I mean, White Mage, maybe with... well, I think actually White Mage probably won't end up being his primary, it'll be his secondary. Might be an Alchemist or something. Sages are pretty decent. But we'll see what happens. And then Regina. Regina. So yeah, she will end up being an assassin. Actually, no. Maybe a summoner. I like summoners. I know they're not technically the best by a lot of standards, but I quite like summoners. I think summoners with elementalists, well, elemental magic is kind of trash. It feels right, you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see what she ends up being. Fences are good too, but you know, I've already got swords, so. This is our item list. This is what we've got in our kind of chest. It's not looking great, lads. But you know, oh, my game just crashed. Fantastic. Okay, I'm back. I have no idea what happened there, but it's back, which reminds me I should save as quickly as humanly possible. In fact, I don't know if it will let me save if I'm in the item menu or whatever. Okay, all saved. So next thing to do is, I always forget what the kind of sequence of events is, but we're just going to play through and see what happens. So herb picking is the first quest. There's a rumour system which will give you more quests, so these are sort of just exposition. Yeah, so there's a sort of subplot of the laws and stuff, people being pissed at the royal family. She's doing it to please the brat. So yeah, that's a pretty cool one. It's resentment towards Queen Remedy has been building these last few years. The reason? Frequent and seemingly arbitrary changes to the laws. It's gone so far that some pundits rightly say she's doing it to please that brat, the little prince. So yeah, the prince is being a bit of a bastard. But you know, later on when the royalty gets more and more pissed with you, they add more and more laws to try and make it harder for you to do what you've got to do. But Clan Borzoi. Here, Clan Borzoi is on the warpath these days, challenging other clans, fighting for turf. Things just aren't the way they used to be. Yeah, so you can fight other clans, but we'll get to that. Maybe one with eyes on Ivalice itself. If you want to win when you engage, master some abilities. Yeah, this is just a tutorial thing. Ability types. Yeah. You can read through it if you want. You can pause the video on that. But your race determines what jobs you can be, yeah. Bet you are a job, more job options. Yeah, you get some jobs which are ridiculous. I think Morpher is ridiculously... Oh, what is it? I think a Summoner actually is the only tier 3 job in the game. Because you need... Oh, what do you need? You need like skills from an Elementalist or something like that. Combined with skills from a sniper or something. but you need like skills from tier 2 jobs to get to this tier 3 one. I think that's the only one in the game. Maybe Morphers? I think that's just Beastmaster and something else. I need to read up on all this stuff, to be honest. I should be more of an expert if I'm playing this on YouTube, but you know, I'm doing this for fun, so I hope you all enjoy it nonetheless. Like I said, we're not min-maxing. Yeah, let's do the first mission. Looking for people to gather the fever-reducing herb muskmalloy on the Giza Plains. No experience necessary. That is what I love to see in a job description in real life too. Just we need you to randomly find us some shit. So we've got no mission items. They can change the loot you get. I've never really understood them, but I might read up on them. Cooper, you find any good missions, Cooper? Yeah, there was one that seemed easy enough. They always do. When can you start? Right away. Let's get ready then. I want to make your first mission a success. Okay, well, now that we've got our first quest, I think we'll leave it there for this episode. It's been quite a long one for the first episode, but to be honest, I might still even split it. So, yeah. Have a good afternoon, and I'll see you next episode, hopefully. Thank you for watching.